Greetings, my friend, and welcome to your weekly wisdom card draw from Running Your World, the companion card deck to my book, Running the World, Marathon Memoirs from the Seven Continents. These cards are for you, to give you a moment to pause in the rush of a busy day, to reflect on who you are, where you are, or really just reflect on the experience of life that you're having in this present moment. We don't always take a lot of time to pause and check in with ourselves and see how we're doing in the moment. We're busy thinking about the past or being anxious about the future or rehearsing a conversation, and we so rarely find ourselves actually in the present moment. So I invite you to go ahead and step into this present moment. Whether that's just visually checking in with your surroundings. Maybe it's closing your eyes, checking in with your breath, checking in with the beat of your heart. Just slowing down in this moment and allowing yourself to arrive right here, right now. And as you continue to just be, I'm going to hold these cards up to my heart. And as always, ask for the inspiration and the guidance to share the message that will most help you today. A message that will most warm your heart, that will most fire you up and get really excited about shining your light and creating the epic life that you came here to live. All right, already inspired here. So I'm going to go ahead and give the cards a shuffle with that intention out there. You just keep being, keep breathing, keep noticing. Alrighty, and we are going to come up with, interesting, ritual. So we had this one like 2 weeks ago. So I think this is a really big call to be creating some rituals. All right, so this is a smoke ceremony from Port Douglas, Australia, from the Daintree Rainforest and the Aboriginal people who shared their ceremonies with us. So here's the message. Does every day feel routine for you? Does every day feel so wildly different? There's nothing that grounds you? Perhaps your days are somewhere in between. Rituals are an alternative to boredom and chaos. They don't have to involve fire and smoke, though they can. Rituals bring your awareness into the present. They help you express gratitude for the abundance in your life. They don't have to be fancy or take a lot of time. To create a ritual, bring your full attention to the moment. Maybe you start to notice differences in the sunrise or sunset. Maybe you focus on brushing your teeth as the only daily constant. When you ritualize daily tasks, they won't take any longer than they already do. But you may feel significantly more grounded, centered, and grateful. Experiment. What will your rituals reveal? I'll let that one sink in. So having gotten this one so recently, I'm curious to know if you want to share what is different about it today. Because it has been a couple weeks, right? And everything changes. So we do, even in every breath, in every moment, we meet the world in a different way. I've done a lot of hot yoga classes over the years, and the instructors will always say that we should let go of our expectations, because when we, I'm shooting on myself there, but when you come to class expecting to do as well as you did yesterday and better because you did that particular pose or that whole class so well yesterday, so today you must be able to do it better. We're putting so many expectations on ourselves, and instead recognizing that we show up to class with a different body every day and really beginning with beginner's mind, allowing ourselves to start things over again. Sometimes the rituals that we can create are just rituals of noticing what's different, right? So the ritual doesn't always have to be the same thing. It can be a ritual of noticing what has changed since yesterday. Kind of like the sunrise and sunset part of that piece. Noticing a change is a regular occurrence. So I'm just thinking about let's see, in the last 2 weeks, what rituals, actually, I did start an interesting ritual. I love being barefoot, as you probably know. I talk about it all the time. I try to run and walk barefoot as much as possible and just be outside. And as fall has been coming on, so I'm a little bit squeamish sometimes about heat and humidity in the summer and particularly bugs. I'm working on it. But in the fall, when it's cool, I absolutely love the weather. And what I've been doing, getting up super duper early in the morning, is going outside, particularly under the light of the full moon, where the moon is waning right now. It was full just a few days ago, Sunday. And going out with a blanket and snuggling up and just standing barefoot in the grass, kind of looking up at the moon and just listening to the wind if there is any, listening to the crickets, and just being in the darkness because there's stars. So I get up really early, 3:30 in the morning. And so at this time it's like 4:15, still stars out. But the stars and the moonlight and just being in nature with my bare feet on the grass, no matter how cold it is, with my blanket wrapped around me, has been really cool. And I've had a lot of just really epic inspiration, epic downloads. You'll see one of those coming tomorrow. And it's just been a really cool, creative time. So that's been a really fun ritual that I really like and will hopefully be able to continue even as it gets even colder. So I invite you to think about, did that ritual card a couple weeks ago, if you heard it, and if you're hearing ritual for the first time today, that's really cool too. Reflect on your rituals. Has anything changed for you? Have you started to notice? Have you started to be more mindful, more aware of brushing your teeth or walking down the hallway and just feeling your feet touching the floor with every step? Those kinds of things, just noticing what's already here to notice. Start that trend of ritualizing every moment of your daily life. So I invite you to experiment again, to see what happens, see what comes up for you. Feel free to share with me if you'd like. I'd love to hear from you. And I wish you a fun week of pondering, creating, enjoying your rituals. Thank you so much. Let's take one more breath together. Breathing in, breathing out. I wish you an amazing week, and I will see you next week. Bye-bye.